Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little late from the schedule, and that's okay. It happens from time to time. We are, well, somebody sent us the Battle Pass. And not only did they send us the Battle Pass, they bought out this Battle Pass for us. I haven't checked to see who it is yet, but I'm sure it was X Machine. And so we now have the newest Tier 9 in the game. The KV-90, apparently a super heavy tank with an absurd amount of armor on the front. Hopefully it's not a toxic amount of armor, but we're going to find that out. Let me move this down here so you can get a better look as we get into this. Let's see. What happened to my UI? I don't know. It looks different and almost maybe not as good, but also, let's go back to the garage. That's a lot easier to see. It's different, and so people will automatically think it's worse because it's different. That's how it goes. Change is hard. But from an objective standpoint, I think this is better because I can clearly see that I have something in seasons and I have something in profile, which is something that was more difficult. And so I'm very happy about that. And once we get used to it, I think it's going to be better. I can also clearly see my experience, my credits, my premium days, and my gold all in one spot. Kind of like it used to be in the olden days, my in-game goods. And then on the left, you can clearly see how many days left are of the season. So I'm actually a fan. I'm going to be honest. I'm a fan of the UI change. Maybe even if I don't like it right now, because I'm not used to it. I think it's good, which is a lot coming from me, because I'm very critical on Wargaming, but I actually like this. Or realize I think I might like it. But we got a chest as well. Just one from the... There we go, 350. Just one from the Battle Pass. They got rid of chests for some kind of reasons because of other countries. Basically, you can't buy. I think that's what it is everyone gets a free one, and they don't want to give away too many of them because it's Wargaming. They're stingy in Wargaming. And so rather than riddling them throughout the free battle the free battle pass, they just outright removed them but kept one in. It's like, okay, well, you guys can have one free one. So, yay Wargaming, I guess. And let me double check to make sure what I'm saying is true. Yes, it's free. They can't sell it. They can't sell the battle pass and then you earn them due to some kind of new law in a bunch of like EU countries and Brazil and whatnot. But you can still buy them from well, because Hot Lap, there's a difference between, and I don't know why this is in a lot of cases, but in EULA, EULA or whatever it is, there's a difference between paying to win and paying to play. Paying to play has a lot of taboo on it because for some reason now suddenly it's considered gambling. And so the battle pass, you buy it to play it. You don't buy it to win. You buy it to play. Because you don't get the stuff in the battle pass, you have to play. Therefore, you are paying to play. And suddenly now it's considered gambling when you get one of these war chests and you open it up. But if you're allowed to just outright buy one, it's no longer considered paying to play. It's considered paying to win. It's really weird because it's like, but it's still an unknown when you open it. But the big reason why this all changed as well is because, yes, you can still buy those war chests, but that's because you're probably from America or some place that still allows that. There are some new countries in EU, and I think Brazil is one of them as well, that you can't buy them anymore. So getting one for free is something. But yeah, there's just a whole thing. But we'll be going over that in a video soon because this is definitely the worst season they've ever had. The worst prizes. Instead of them addressing the fact that, oh, some laws changed in some countries, how can we compensate? They just decide to, oh, if that's the case, then you get nothing. Even though there are countries like America where it doesn't affect us, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't affect you, but that doesn't matter. You still can't participate. So everyone suffers. Rather than being like, okay, since we're not going to give, since we have to take this away because of Brazil, rather than just having them suffer, let's find a way to update the game so that everybody's still getting something. So that's the problem. But that was really twitchy. Did you see the text on the right as it was telling me about the war chest? It was like jumping up and down. That was weird. But the KV-90. Let's take a look at this armor before we do anything. Turret front is 300 angled back. Premium rounds will still go through, probably. Hull front is only 250. I thought it was more than that. I thought it was 300. But there is no part on the hull that's 300. That's a little bit strange to me. Because unless they fixed it, because we just did a... Yep. Here it is. False advertising. So they tricked me, because when I was doing the preview... When I was doing the preview of this tank in my last video, they told us that the hull was 300. And you're like, no, they didn't. Yes, they did. Backed by its thick frontal armor reaching over 300 millimeters on the hull. And turret. And a massive 400 millimeter mantlet. 300 millimeters on the hull. 400 on the mantlet. I don't know what kind of idiot thought that was going to be a cool thing to say. Look, it's 300 on the mantlet. Not 400. And the hull is 250. Yeah, we're going to have fun. We're going to have a really fun time this week, guys. Just absolutely ripping apart Wargaming for this one. So far, again, the UI I think is better. It's going to take time getting used to, but I think it's better. But yeah, they blatantly lied about the tank stats again, as usual. Lower plate is 220. That's very thick and angled. Premium rounds and high standard rounds should still go through that. Let's see if there's any spacing on the mantlet, like behind. Okay, there's nothing there. Because if there's 100 millimeters behind it, then I'll understand. Is that behind it? Nope. That's the gun. Nope, it's not spaced. There's nothing behind the mantlet, so it's just 300. 300, not 400. So they lied again. Well done, Wargaming. Gun depression? Yes, that's true, but it doesn't get much. They nerfed the FCM4. We'll take a look at that. We'll do all this. We've got probably this week is going to be full of videos on this update because I think this update looks not promising. So the roof armor is only 40. It can be overmatched by some guns. They'd have to be above you. This tank is tall. That's something I'm not worried about other than artillery. 40 is really weak. Oh, it's on the hull you're talking about. That's still not something I'm really worried about. Because if they can shoot you there, then they're going to be... You have to be basically sideways to them for them to shoot you there. Nerf before season release, lol. Maybe. If they would have posted something about that, I think. Or corrected their news article. But what's the side armor like? Tracks are 20. Side is 150. And the side skirts are 40. Holy moly. So E100 level of armor, basically a tier lower, is what I'm predicting. Okay, well, let's get it all set up. We're going to go gun rammer. It's Russian. We need that vertical stabilizer. And now we're kind of free to do what we want. I think I'm going to go full survival mode. take less damage from weapons, and get my ammo rack engine and all that stronger as well. I know I won't have the best view range, which is something I stress in this game, but today I'm not going to worry much about it. We get heat. I'm not a fan of heat. Only 240 standard pen. Also not great for a tier 9 heavy tank. They usually have about 250, 259, 260 by now, but it's fine. It's all good. And then this gun. That standard is useless. We're just gonna spend it all into... We have credits at the moment. Turn it all into... Oh, they're cheap anyway. Oh, they're 800 each. And then some HE for tracks. I don't think I'll be using that gun very much. Alright, let's get some appearance going. Yeah, I think the stars, this darker star is better. I do. Bright pink and purple. Do we make this tank ugly? I kind of don't want to. We'll continue with this voucher here. And the reason I don't want to is because I don't want the tank to stand out. I'm not a fan of standing out in this game. I want people to ignore me. And flashy camo makes you less ignorable. So we'll use this camo because I like how the orange, the brown orange is on the thick part of the hull. And so that's more likely where you're going to shoot. So yeah, I'm using my brain here. Again, red camo. Right there on the thicker part of the hull. And dark is good. Dark hides things. I know, I'm way overthinking this. Alright, commander time. I've got a few crews. I think this Bogatir one is good. Clutch braking, off-road driving, snapshot, running guns. This guy's the guy. Mr. Bogatir. Alright. And I don't have chat going. Whoopsies. But yeah, well... You'll merc this tank, your T55. Well, that's because you have 330 heat pen. But also you won't. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you can pen it a lot. But think of it this way. Just because you can pen something doesn't mean the tank is bad. A lot of people, for some reason, think that way. It's like, oh, I can pen the tank, therefore it's not a good tank. It's like, yeah, okay, you can pen it, sure. But if he trades with you effectively, in other words, oh, you're going to pen me, well, I'll pen you. He's hitting you for 490, has 2,000 health. You're hitting him for 320. And you have 1,750 health. And so it's all debatable. It depends on who's playing it, right? So being able to pen something doesn't make it great. You take a fire extinguisher, even with the firefighting skill, it's a massive engine block in the back. What's the fire chance? Let's take a look. Because we have a firefighting steel, we have a good crew, but the mobility, yes. This tank is gonna need to hunker in. You're right, though. Even though I have reinforced internals, that has nothing to do with fire chance. Fire chance is its own set of dice, which is really stupid. It's only 7%. So if the shell passes through your engine, even if it doesn't damage it, it's a 7% chance of catching on fire. That's not terrible. I'm not gonna take that. Type 5, for example, you can pen it, but good luck taking its punch. Oh, that's the scariest thing about the Type 5. Absolutely, you're 100% right, Spectros, in my opinion, is the gun. It's going to hit you hard. No matter what gun it's using, it's going to hit you hard. And secondly, it's got an absurd amount of health. Very, very scary. And that's what gives it such a high win rate in this game. Despite being like, it's a pretty bad tank. No, it's got like a 52% win rate. Despite the fact that you see brain deads driving it all the time. But those brain deads are winning the game simply because they have health and they have armor, and every time they shoot, they are damaging because of the high HE. You put that same player in E100, same amount of health, same kind of armor, it's not doing the auto damage. And so it's less effective. Now, I don't want to fight the 705A here or the FE25B. Neither of them are coming this way. And so I'm not exactly scared. Oh, I like this outline. It's kind of bold. And that looks just like it was back in the day. It might be a little bit too bold. But that makes it a lot easier. It's an eyesore. Don't get me wrong. And I think they're going to have to do some adjustments. But it's not horrible. Now, I don't know how my Cupola is going to hold up here. He's not going to go through if he's shooting me there. Where did he go through? My Cupola, yeah. HE, huh? See, this is where I can kind of just sit. I know he can't touch me. And the problem is, there is, yeah, you have to shoot through my gun first for that. Blocked it with my gun. Still hurt. He has to shoot through my gun to hit the center of my Cupola now, and my gun is like 40 millimeters thick, and it's space armor. And so I can just sit here, and he can't really do anything. And he knows it. He's gonna know. I don't want to keep being slammed by the HE. You want to ram me? Oh boy, that hurt me more than I thought. Chrysler pens me on the move, drive by while I'm angled. Nix. See, that looks like an upper plate shot to me, not a lower plate shot, but I guess the game said otherwise. Somebody used a credit card today. Oh yeah, we never even checked to see who that was. They still haven't changed advanced armor angling? Oh, I know. That's Wargaming. What do you expect? They're idiots. You think they can figure out code? Like, think about what they've been adding to the game. No, there's been no code changes. They've just been adding things to fit their broken code that they made. Right? This guy did nothing except kill me, apparently. That was his game. Good job. We lost that game. Nobody was in a position to reset the base, despite them all being dead. Okay. What's my opinion about it? I mean, I just got it. This is the first game. But before we go any further, X Machine, yes it was. Thank you, X Machine. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's just some modeling issue is the problem, I'm gonna guess. Because, like, if you think about it, look how it's flat there. How it rises. Oh, I'm sorry about my webcam, by the way. I didn't mean to... I forgot to move it for the battle. Like, volumetrically, that would never have gone in. Because he's not going through 220 millimeters of armor now. He's going through that entire front flat area. Because it's... So, this is what I mean. So, pretend my fingers are armor. It only has to go through, you know, the 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters that my fingers are thick. Okay? But then, if I'm like this, to get all the way through, now it has to go through the entire length of my finger. Which is basically what happened there. But this game doesn't take that into account. War Thunder does. But this game doesn't. You think the object 187 V2 is the same as the T-72BU? Is it? Is the T-72BU Era 2 or Era 3, though? Because the object V5 is Era 3. But thank you guys, everyone, for coming out. Redshire. We will have a full video, a full review of this tank, where we really analyze it. Right now, we're getting to know it so that I can do better on the review later. And that's going to come out later today. I think we're going to be absolutely eviscerated by artillery because we do have weak roof armor on this thing. So do most of the Russians, though. If you take a look at them, the IS-4 is so susceptible to artillery. The IS-7 also. They don't really add armor on to protect from the sky. So what makes penning this thing's cupola obnoxious is the new Russian code we're finding out. But what makes penning this cupola obnoxious is that you have to hit it flush because of how it's shaped. But also, he couldn't spot us there because his cupola was underground. But also you have this little bit sticking up, this little, I don't know what it is, some kind of rangefinder or observation thing. That's like 40 millimeters for some reason. And so that counts as spaced armor that also protects the cupola. And so firing heat at this thing's cupola is going to be very difficult unless you can get around that. But it's very slow. It's an E100. It's more of an E100 than the IS-7. Not the IS-7, than the E-75 is. Same kind of speed, same kind of side armor, same kind of frontal plate. Turret is basically the same thing. It's a little thicker, though. And your mobility is the same. The 187 is really strong. We can try that out today as well. And you know what? We'll review it. Guys, we're going to do a Cold War review today. We'll have 2 reviews. How did he flip? I don't know. It's T100 as well. Those things don't flip easily. Nice. I'm just going to get in here because I know side scraping this tank is going to be basically impervious. And I do think the outlines are better than they were. Even if they're bright and obnoxious, I think they're better than they were. That should not have penned me. Oh, he stops. Angled like this, 150. Plus 20 millimeters of track armor. Nah. That shouldn't have gone in. Fine, we'll let him try again. IS-7 penned me. What the heck? And we bounced off of him sideways. So our armor just decides not to work today. But that's just the case, huh? Where are they penning me? What? Upper plate? Okay, game. How is that a pen? So the thickest part of my upper plate, which is supposed to be 300 millimeters, by the way. But it's not. It's 250. They go through. They're firing premium. Oh, I know that. No, the standard... The first shot from that, not the Skoda, the TNH, that was AP. Because it wasn't red. That thing gets that. Then he penned... Look, my mantlet got penned. My turret was turned slightly, and it got penned. Nothing for me. My upper plate got penned. I mean, that had to be premium. If that's not premium, I don't know what is. I feel like that shouldn't have been a pen. We were angled too. But what do I know? I'm gonna keep going. One. And penned. Nothing. The armor did not work at all. Where did he go through? Angled like this. Not my side, not my cupola. Nothing in my lower plate. Nothing new in my upper plate. Where'd he go through? Like, I want to know so I can adjust, but the game decided not to have a hole in my tank. We're gonna watch the replay because I really want to know where he went through us. And right now I am playing a bit more just shoot me because I'm trying to understand the armor. So we might be dying a little bit more often these first few games because it's part of my analysis. But yeah, we're gonna watch where he hit us. Drive wheel. It very well could have been. Might have just weaved right there and there's no hole. Which is better, the Tiger Mouse, the KV-90? Again, we've only played twice. We're testing the armor. The armor's better on this by miles than the Tiger Mouse. And it's faster somehow. And so I'm going to say this tank is probably miles better. Obviously, we didn't do anything there. But that was part of the plan. Well, it wasn't part of the plan. We were willing to not do anything so I could see what kind of armor, what kind of guns we can block. Because we knew the WZ was there. And he's got almost 300 base pen. I think it's 290. And so I was curious. But let's take a look here. Oh, wait. Let's see who penned my upper plate. So that one bounces off of my roof armor. That was the waffle. That shell comes out strangely from my gun. There it is. Okay, that's on the side of my mantlet. And then that's the one. That one tracks me. And that one pens me. And then there it is. Okay, so that one didn't actually go through. That last shot didn't go through. Okay. Good to know. Now let's get to my death. Not this one. Here it is. Nope, not this one. Not this one. Hello, hello. We are learning. So we're moving up. Aim for the kill. Nail it. Heat shell. I didn't see where that hit. It was so okay, it was right after the kill. Okay, we're gonna slow this right down. I feel like the heat though, it's 95 pen can go through us anywhere. So we kill that. Here comes a return shot. Nothing. They didn't model it in. And this happens sometimes. I don't know why that is. There's like a spark here. I don't know if it's... if I can do this. I don't know if that's where he hit. But there's nothing. You don't see it. There he goes. Right there, the turret ring. I guarantee he wasn't aiming there. Yeah, there's the hole now. Now we see it. Right there. I guarantee he wasn't aiming there, and that just happened. But. Oh, well. Now we know. Okay. So, Tiger Mouse, I wouldn't compare this to the Tiger Mouse, other than the fact that it's a tier 9. The closest thing is definitely the E100. I would compare it strictly to the E100, and since I'm comparing it to the E100... Didn't launch me, okay. Since I'm comparing it to the E100, I would then also compare it to its predecessor, which is the E75. How do you get this tank? You have to complete the season pass. Somebody bought me the season pass, and that's how they did it. So right now it's part of the new Juggernaut season. I think this tank is going to be fine, personally. So far, it's not toxic. I'm being killed. When I set myself up and put my gun in the air, people were still damaging me. And if you guys remember, I went to that spot with an E100 recently, and I just sat there and blocked 12,000 damage because I was able to angle my tank up, and there was nothing anyone could do, even with premium rounds. That wasn't the case with the KV-90. We did very well there, but we weren't impervious. And so this tank right now is very much killable, but it's blocking a lot more than the Tiger Mouse did. Maybe more like the Type 4? Yes. Yes, more like the Type 4. Much different gun, though. But like as a meatball, meat shield, yeah, I think a lot more like the Type 4. That's a good idea. What's my opinion on premium ammo? You think it should only cost gold? It takes a lot of skill out of the game. No, here's why it shouldn't only cost gold. My opinion. You have an opinion too, and that's perfectly fine. But my opinion why it shouldn't only cost gold, because then you only have whales using it. If there is something in the game that I'm allowed to use to get an advantage, you should be allowed to use it too. And it wouldn't be fair, because now you're separating players by their income. Oh, you don't make as much money. Oh, you live a harder life. Well, now you don't get to play as well in the game. And to me, that's a dangerous way to go. I would do, and I suggested this even before Blitz did it. More pen, less alpha. We'll just take, and your minimum roll should be your average roll if you're using premium rounds. So if you have a 400 alpha damage gun and you decide to shoot APCR, your alpha damage becomes 320. Actually, it'd be 300. It would be 300. That's some percent, or 25%. Well, I guess it's 20% now here on console. So then, if your average damage is 320, if you shoot premium rounds, it's 240. You lose alpha damage, but you gain penetration. And so it's like, okay, do I want to be able to ensure I pen him every single time, or do I want to maybe aim for weak spots so I can kill him quicker? And so now you have a conundrum. What would the game be like if premium rounds didn't exist? Night Stalker would be even more broken than it's ever been. Rogaldorn would be more broken than it's ever been. My standard rounds do not like going through that cupola of many of my tanks. Basically, the game would be in a better place if they got rid of the toxic tanks. Premium ammo is necessary because of +2 matchmaking. Also true, but then you also have to remember that your tier 10s don't see +2 matchmaking. They're always top tier. And so again, it's one of those, well, if you Maybe you make it so tier 10s can't shoot premium rounds, and it's like, well, then what? So I think this tank is going to be basically impervious side scraping if you're able to get into that spot, which is something the Tiger Mouse can't boast about. The Tiger Mouse is very killable while side scraping. Update on comp matches. I just joined a team. Another team. Well, I'm still Zeke, but I'm not. It's complicated. But I'll be playing again, hopefully. The issue is I have a kid now, and all the games are at night, and so it's awkward. And so we'll see. Now, I want to go defend the base, but I can't. I really can't. Go ahead, machine. Try to find my weak spot. I didn't want to get spotted here. I wanted to get undercover. Oh, there's a heavy behind me as well. Blind as a bat, because we didn't have optics. We were getting spotted by them, too, because the Chisel didn't poke out to shoot us until later. And so if we had optics on here, we would have been able to spot them. And so I'm kind of debating my choice of equipment, which is why I said I always stress view range. Those guys were 430 meters away from me. 430 meters away, meaning I would have been able to see them with optics. But instead, I'm as big as a barn. I didn't take optics. They could see me. I couldn't see them. What's my opinion on the tank outline? It's a little bit bold. It's a lot more similar to what it was, though, on 360. And it's, personally, I think, better than the outline was last season when they changed it. That was just a horrible change. But yeah, this looks just like... The big problem is that I can't select who I want to. I'm putting my cursor over the machine, but it wasn't letting me select him. So that's the big thing that needs to be fixed, not the outline per se. When I put my cursor on someone, I want to see who it is, but this game doesn't do that. You put your cursor near someone, it chooses who to highlight, and then it won't highlight anyone else. If there's like 3 people on each other, I can't see. Who's that behind him? I want to know. See, like, I have my cursor on him, and I can't see who it is. You see? See how bad this is? There, now I finally get to see who it is. Like, that's what needs to change. If I put my cursor on a tank, I should see who it is. But that Progetto just drove by, my cursor directly on it, and I couldn't see who it was. That's the big problem. That's the biggest problem in this game with the outline. Wargaming keeps trying to fix the outline because people keep complaining about the outline, but Wargaming isn't understanding what we mean by the outline. Fix the outline, fix the outline. They're like, okay, we'll make it more bold. That's not what we mean. We want to be able to look at a tank and see what it is. The 4005 and FE215B183, I think the 4005 is better because it's got a snappier gun, but the 183 has more armor and more camouflage. And so you can set it up to be very sneaky, and it's actually kind of disgusting what you can do. But that's more map specific. If you're willing to just, oh, I'm going to trade with you and you trade with me, 4005. I'm going to record that real quick because that example of that Progetto going by was perfect. We couldn't see what it was. And see, I can't see this guy. Now the dead tank's in the way and I can't see. Like, who's this guy? Who is that guy that I'm trying to highlight? I can't even highlight the 62A. See? Let's record that as well. You only had 2 gigabytes? Yeah, there's a big difference between Xbox One and Series S/X. There's a huge difference between 1080 and 4K. All right, so we've been bottom tier 3 games in a row. Hopefully we're top tier now. But CloneGuy, Max Chaos, the guy, the guru of all things, World of Tanks, the guru, he said that the game guarantees you to be top tier. It guarantees you to be top tier every 3rd game, CloneGuy. Guaranteed. He said it. He's an idiot. I played the E75 11 games in a row, and I have it on stream somewhere. And we were bottom tier every single time. And that's the thing that they also like to say. It's like, oh, well, what tanks were you playing? Were you switching tanks? It's per tank. Each tank has its own cycle. Its own series. Really? Each tank has its own series. You don't say. False. You thought it was like 4 gigabytes?
But no?
Let me see. We can just look this up. Excuse me. Update note. I don't know what happened for you then. This says it's only 2.2 gigabytes. It sounds like you just reinstalled the entire game. Like it was a clean reinstall or something. Oh, we haven't gotten Tundra yet either. I forgot about that map. It's here. Oh. Oopsies. Alright. We've learned a bit. I'm not going to play it as aggressively now, or put it in the way of guns anymore like I was doing before. But only when we need to. Oh, you are literally not a threat. I went for it. There's a pixel. I'm just gonna boop this guy. And the reason I did that was because he was being really stupid. Like, you don't just get to pull up and be like, oh, that's my spot now, thank you, and then take it from the person. Like, that's actually brain dead. And see, now I can't use this. Get out of the way. You don't get to be here. I'm getting shot on the side. I was here first. I have armor. You don't. Go away. You're an idiot. What is my armor doing? Side scrape, they told me. It can side scrape, they said. It's one of the best at side scraping. What? What did he pen? He just fires. Both times, I'm side scraping. Both times, look at drive wheel at this angle. The armor's not working. It is not working. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they need to give it the 300 millimeters of armor that they said it had. Because right now, this tank is absolute crap. You can't really get into a better spot than where we were. Side scraping like that. And he just goes... Pfft. Doesn't even aim. Twice. He twice just fires. Doesn't go through my turret. Doesn't go through my turret ring. Goes through my drive wheel. With 150 millimeters of armor behind it. Angled at a 60-degree angle. Maybe start a custom at it and do some testing. I mean, maybe. But the thing is, the first game we blocked like 5 grand. Easy. And now this is happening. It's like... Will I play Watt Heat? Oh, no. World of Tanks is stupid. I'm done with World of Tanks. Once this game is dead, I'm never playing World of Tanks again. World of Tanks can die. I don't care for it. It's taking up too much of my life. It can go away. So the premium rounds are just better. You can take 6 of those. No, one day this game will be dead. And I will be very happy. I won't be, but I will be at the same time. You know what I mean? And this is something I don't understand about the equipment for Cold War. Why does this not only alerts user to incoming anti-tank guided missiles, but also increase your view range? Same with the smoke. Why does smoke make you disappear, but also give you better camouflage? That doesn't make sense. Better passive camouflage. Oh, guys, I have a smoke grenade on my tank. You can't see me now. Okay. Okay. I don't know what else to use. Maybe this? I feel like that's good. Hey! David Frazier, welcome. Guys, the channel is growing rapidly. We're on track to get about 600 to 700 subscribers this month, which is huge, because once we hit 20,000 subscribers, we're going to be giving away a PlayStation 5. Which is pretty crazy. We're going to take Vents. I don't think you can really go wrong with Vents. And that's because we're also going to take Patch Kit. Interesting. Throw in some camo. Loot the free stuff. There we go. Alrighty. What kind of credit multiplier does this have? 50%. Nothing special. 4,050 health. Wow. Heat ammo has a high penetration value. Heat also explodes and causes extra damage if it penetrates. That's not true. That is true in real life, and that is true in War Thunder. That is not true in World of Tanks. Heat does not do more damage than your AP or APCR. That is a lie. Forgot to put a crew in it. It's Cold War. You don't need crews. Everybody's running around with their heads cut off anyway. But you're right. My apologies. We'll try it again. I love how incompetent they are. They give you a tip. Like, what other game out there gives you little tips at the bottom while the match is loaded that are just blatantly wrong? What other game does that? Oh, no gun elevation on this thing either. Okay, well. Hopefully my armor starts to work here. Wow, they're just rushing me. Why are you doing this? I have allies, you know. Let's fix this. Yeah, you're not gonna pen me. And I'm not gonna pen you. I hate Cold War. It doesn't matter that I didn't put a crew in. We were dead anyway. I didn't even push far up on the map. But the enemy team all zerged. Not everyone would play it. There were 9 guys on their team that zerged to that corner of the map. No tactics, no thinking, nothing. My team, there were 5 guys sitting behind the same rock. I was definitely too aggressive. It only appeared that way because of what the enemy team did. It appeared I was too aggressive because I got zerged by 9 different guys. But let me show you something. This is why Cold War is stupid. Because I could do that again, and that wouldn't happen. I guarantee it. But watch this. Watch this. Watch what I mean. So, those of you who have ever played this map, we're going to pause it. Oh. Pause it here. Those of you who ever played this map, look at the spawns. This is where the fighting happens. Here. And your side can go here. Their side can go here. Because they spawn... They actually spawn up here. So their spawn is even worse. We spawn here. Okay? So we drive here. They drive here. That's how it always is. Because if the enemy team goes into this pocket here, which they did, my guys up here eviscerate them. My guys here eviscerate them. But watch what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, including myself, 8. 8 guys over here. Because the argument could be, am I showing the PC? Yes. The argument could be, and if you say that, CloneGuy, you played too aggressively. Well, if that's the argument, then I would argue, no, they played too aggressively because they pushed up even further than I did. Right? This is still my side of the map. I'm spotted here. I don't know it because I don't have a crew. So that's my first mistake. And then, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the hidden tank destroyer is 9. So I was right. 9 tanks. All of them. Right here. This spot right here. If this ever happens to you while you're playing World War II, and you, for some reason, they send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys right here, you can go right here. And that's fine. You can't make it here anymore, but you can go right here and hold the line, and you can have a really good game here. Which is what I'm doing. But you still have these retards, because that's what they are, because it's headless chicken mode, which is even dumber than that, actually. Headless chickens are even dumber than that. Doing this. They should be murdered by my 4 guys right here. Have clean shots on these 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And anyone up top, we have 2 of them, also have shots. Put 1 shell in. Watch how many shells come in from my team. Nothing hits that guy. Nothing hits this guy. That's a clear shot. Him. That's a clear shot. Look, we can see him. That's a clear shot. We can see him. We still see him. He's not behind cover. That's a clear shot. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So have I pushed up too far at this point in the game? No. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, 4 guys are about to kill him. Right? No, he's looking somewhere else. No, he just got nailed. He's looking somewhere else. He also just fired that way. Got nailed. He's looking somewhere else. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm surrounded by 9 guys. My side of the map. 1 minute in. 1 minute in, they've zerged to my side of the map. And now just to put the nail in the coffin about my explanation of why Cold War sucks and is stupid. Hi, Clone. Why are you playing Cold War? Because I thought it'd be fun to do a review on a new tank in Cold War, and I immediately regretted it. It's insane how stupid people are over here. So, well, you gotta adapt, CloneGuy. You gotta adapt. There's no adapting to this. But now, watch how fast that game was. By the way, 1400 by 1400 map. Big map. Lasted 5 minutes. Look at that. The guy who YOLO'd me did not die. Maybe I did make a really bad play, but I did not make the worst play. This guy made the worst play in that game. Because I put myself in a position, and I'll show you again. Show you what I mean. Watch. Watch one more time. It won't let me go back. Okay. I put myself in a position so that if he pushed me and decided to face hug me, he would expose his butt to my team, which is exactly what he did. Or, the other way, if he realized, oh, if I turn like this, there are 6 guns that will shoot me in the butt because there were 6 of them. There were 2 others further behind. And he decides to instead point his armor toward my team, but his gun toward me, then I get to shoot him in the butt. But that's not what happened. He played like an idiot. Dumber than an idiot. And he doesn't die. Because that's how you play Cold War. There is no tactic. And if you say, oh, he was using tactics. Oh, he realized his team was with him. It didn't matter whether his team was with him or not. He should have died for that play. Because there is no tactics in Cold War. There's none. There's 0. You play Cold War to be an idiot. And if that's how you like to do it, so be it. No player will learn how to play the game in Cold War and then come over to World War II and be able to apply that. You won't. You can't. If you play Cold War, you will be crushed in World War II if you use those tactics. Because there are no tactics. Sad about... And how about the KV-90? Right now it's lame. I've played it 4 times and it just gets eviscerated. Everything pens it, even while side scraping. Its armor is not as thick as they said it was. It's actually 50 millimeters thinner than what's advertised on the hull and 100 millimeters thinner than advertised on the turret. But yeah, no, there's no tactics in this. I don't know why I'm not shooting missiles. I'll just start with a missile this time. Would have been loaded by now, but yeah, it's bad. Maybe we should take time off of the game. No, it's just Cold War. Cold War is like so stupid. But it's also update day, and I hate update days because it reminds you how brain dead the people of Wargaming are. None of them have any idea how anything works. Okay, so it's a little bit annoying that you can't switch to another shell while you're That's really nice. He told me right away when he had fire. And see, like, he can do that. And everybody bounces off of him. Welcome to the game. Welcome to Cold War. Where it's fun to be an idiot. See, he's like right there. That's too bad that he tracks me, and for that reason I don't get my full health back. I accept my gun being like that. And that's another thing about Cold War, is you just have random bullcrap RNG moments like that. Where it doesn't make sense. Literally no sense made. Oh, we're doing as the health? Yeah. I'm doing, well, doing as best as possible. He just YOLO'd. He's like, I see someone. I see new tank. Go YOLO. Why? Like, it's just like... What is with the RNG in this mode? Like, the gun tries so hard to miss. Why did that go so far to the right? Why did my other shell hit the ground? Why is that my first shell after 3 shots that actually goes straight? But of course, it's the armored tank. That was his back end, and it bounces off because he's got spaced armor. Ha! It's so stupid! It's actually stupid, the RNG in this game, on this mode. It just tries so hard to miss. And we can't pen each other, he knows it. But he'll pen me once I go down. Oh, he switches to HG. Wow. Wow. Freaking gun depression. I don't know, this mode is so stupid. I'm gonna say it again and again. I don't know how people enjoy this. So, and I get people defending it, not just not being like, hey, I enjoy that playstyle. Like, oh, okay, fine. If you want to, that's perfectly fine. I don't know how, but everybody's entitled to an opinion. But they come in here and defend, like, there's so much tactics involved. There's so many tactics involved in Cold War. In Era 3 especially, you have to know everything about the tank, all the different armor spots. There's so many different armor spots, and you have to know all the different penetration and how that all works and all these things. And this guy just went on and on and on about how much more tactically sound Cold War was to World War II, and I'm thinking to myself, but that's not what happens. You YOLO. Everybody YOLOs. You know what I mean? But this is just brain dead. And I fire my gun, fully aimed, and the gun goes like this. So I'm fully aiming, boom! Goes over there. I'm like, that wasn't where I was aiming. That Stritwang pulls out sideways on in front of me. He didn't pen me, yes, but he pulls out sideways on, snaps his shot, hits me. I was pre-aimed for him. I fire. The shell goes to the moon. But that's enough of that. We're done. No Cold War. Holy moly, I was not expecting it to hurt me like that. Because that was something else. You thought they can shoot better on the move than World War II tanks? Oh, they can. But not when you're fully aimed. You remember when the 477 came out and did 14,000 damage? All he did was RBOT? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's what it does. It still does that. It's still probably the most broken one. You sent me a clip in the E4. I'll take a look at that. Is it here on PlayStation? Or on Xbox or on PlayStation? It looks so ugly. It is ugly. But we're top tier now. Now the gun might actually work. Not the gun. The tank might actually work. Cold War is for players who can't play well in World War II. Basically. The only tank in Cold War that feels like, and it's broken though, is the EET TP3, whatever it is. Like that thing still plays like a World War II tank, except that it's super fast and has stupid amounts of DPM and armor. But I think because it's just a solid shotgun. Alright, anyway guys, thanks for coming out. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you all later. Take care, and well, I guess peace out, because I'm not playing this game anymore. I just like it when people pull out sideways on in front of my tank, and my shell hits, and it does nothing. It's my favorite. This guy's trying to shoot me blind? Sure, I guess. More like up there, maybe? Yep. We're gonna shoot a couple more times, and then we're gonna beat. Look at my gun is so weird. It feels off-centered. Oh, woe is me. Maybe this time? Third time's a charm? Yes, it is. that missed. Okay. Oh, come on! The gun depression is so bad, and this guy right here, I think he's a bot, but he's not. He's a real player. It's weird. I don't want to play this game anymore. I think it's stupid. What's more broken, the object or the Night Stalker? Probably actually the object. I think it's more broken over there than there is anything over here. Alright, well that was painful. Let's pull out the 50 TP and see how we do in this tank. Supposedly less armor on this thing. Maybe seeing your RNG will brighten my day? Probably not. It'll probably anger me. Here, wait. I think somebody sent me some sensitive information in here, so let me change this real quick. Oh no, I already responded to it, so it's not here anymore. Cool, cool. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, where is it at? SpongeBob Dank, or SpongeBob Dank. Okay. Okay, not in there. Am I blind? I'm not seeing it. I mean, I'm sure you did send me a message before, but it's not. You have to send me the whatever it is again, probably, because I'm not seeing it. Or just send me a message and say hi, so you're at the top. Is the KV-90 on PC somewhere? Even if it's just in the files. Let's find out. Don't see it. It is not. Okay, well, we got murdered last game. Time to get murdered again. This game. There's a whole tech tree on the Russian servers? I mean, that's what I thought. But I'm not seeing it. Doesn't have Russian. It has NA, European, and Asian tanks. But tanks.gg does not have the Russian server tanks on here. Still haven't hit? No, I haven't. And I never will. Don't know if it came through. We'll find out. Are you sending it to Hesh? Or are you sending it to someone else? Oh, come on. Why does this tank suck so much? He just pens me. On the move. Straight through my lower plate. That makes sense, I guess. But still. Then I fire into his side and then goes into the void. So you can't peek, even angled. So the problem I'm having with this tank is angled like this, they're still going through my lower plate. And angled like this, they're going through my drive wheel and penning me. And so there is no winning. But if I side scrape, then a waffle just pens me clean through. He's an idiot player. But it doesn't matter. He's a waffle firing APCR. He gets to pen me one time. The chieftain pens me. Where? Where do you pen me? Through my turret cheek. Of course. Because this tank has nothing. Better than Tiger Mouse? I'm not so sure anymore. I think this tank might be the worst tier 9 heavy in the game. I actually do. I think it's a competition between this and the Tiger Mouse. Now I want to hurt myself really badly and play the Tiger Mouse just to find out. Because I'm curious. Could it be? Could it be possible that we have a tank in the game that's worse than the Tiger Mouse? And there's no in between. Wargaming can't do in between. Can we get a freaking balanced tank in the battle pass? Can we get something that's like, hey, this is kind of fun to play. This has some special niche about it. You know, this fits in. It's not too good, it's not too bad, but we don't. They don't know how to balance. Tanks are either way too good or trash. And they've done it to themselves. Because now tanks these days are way too good. And so you're going up against tanks that are way too good, so even if you release a balanced tank, it's gonna feel like trash. But I think that tank is so exceptionally trash. Double tap has to be up there as worst tier 9? Oh yeah. But now we're pulling this out, seeing if we can do better with it. The Tiger Mouse, which has one of the worst lower plates in the game. It's huge, it's not armored, you can pen it. You can't side scrape, despite the fact that this tank looks like it can side scrape. You're slow. But you want it to work anyway. Come back. See, unlike the mouse, when you side scrape in this, your lower plate is huge and they can still shoot it. And then when they can't shoot your lower plate, your side is only 100 millimeters. In case you're not aware. Well, I got a kill. That means my tank is better, right? My audio keeps cutting out for me. I don't know if it's cutting out for you guys. Yeah, I know. I know, there's an SFAC up there, whatever. And nothing I can do with it. We lost that flank real fast. What do I do? I'm out in the open. Wow, I blocked a shot. It's more than I can say about particular other vehicles. Alright, if the SFAC shoots me, SFAC shoots me. You have to go for this. Yep, the SFAC shoots me. I know. Okay, they both suck. I hate them both, okay? I hate them both. They're both stupid. They shouldn't be in the game like this. Because we have things like this. I'm going to pull out the E75. You're thinking, oh, you're playing too aggressive. Whatever you want to say. I go 20 kilometers an hour in that tank, okay? There's no such thing as too aggressive. Now I'm going to pull out this tank, which goes 40. Has less armor. I'm going to play it the same exact way. Clean audio? Okay, I'm glad. So it's my cord then, my auxiliary cord. And it is bent. The baby got to it. Baby pulls on it. Toddler now anyway. And it bent, and I was hoping it would still work. Don't worry, I got another one. Right here. I'll plug it in just a sec. The way you see it, it's free silver. I'm gonna be selling the object Cold War tank as well. I don't want it. I hate Cold War. Why did I leave Zeke? So that I could have a tag that blends in. Told you he was anti-tank? He said it was balanced because it had slow rockets. Yeah, because you're sniping. You're an idiot. He's an idiot. He has no idea. And that's the thing. Those are the people who think that the tank is balanced. He's ignorant as well. I guarantee it. Like, you can tell him and try to convince him whatever you like. But he's gonna sit there and be like, no, this is what the tank is. Oh, so you mean to tell me if someone tells you, hey, this is what this is designed for, or this is what this is meant for, or the original design, do you have to obey that? Is that nobody ever gets anything wrong if they're the first to speak. The first to speak is always right. Italian pizza's the best. Who needs cheese on your pizza? I mean, I didn't mean to shoot him, but it works for me. I should have gone for his turret, but I wanted to hit that hull. This is where I wish I had a secondary gun. I'd set him on fire real quick. Now, things don't have to be better than other tanks. But when this is a free tank, why would I get that tier 9? And the problem is, the problem with tier 9 and tier 10 premium tanks is that they don't make credits. There's no point to them. The only point to getting them is because they're interesting to play. I'm not interested. Hello. Oh, sorry, buddy. Okay, we're gonna go? We're gonna go? Okay. That's fine. He's shooting heat, so I can't take hits from this guy. Shouldn't have moved. I know that's you, T-49. It's not worth firing at me. And now you're dead. It wasn't the T-49 at all. Conqueror still had a shot on me, whatever. Oh, it's off. Oh, the reticle's way off on the KV-90. It feels way bad. See that thing? Coming for you, you zipper head. Get out of here, nerd. I think this guy's hiding and going after the pig. He's gone after the pig. I'm too slow for that. Yeah. I'm just gonna cap out with this guy. One sec. I'm gonna read your message. My privacy settings only allow messaging with friends, apparently. Even though I've not had that problem before. Well, I guess then just send me a friend request. I didn't mean to, guys. Like, I just wanted a better game in this tank than the KV-90. That's all I was going for. I didn't mean to do 6,000 damage. I didn't. Seems bugged. Reported already. Try side scraping on a right-handed corner. You're able to shoot enemies without them seeing your gun. Oh, wow. What's that dash line? That's your proxy. That's 50 meters. CloneGuy, why are you capping the base? Because by capping the base, he might be coming toward me. Oh. I wanted to shoot him, and I'm not going to be able to chase him. Hello! Alright, back to the KV-90. Now that we've had our fun. And you know what I think happened? By the way, did you guys notice that that machine ignored me? Even though I was by myself? I think he might have thought I was a bot because I was bottom tier in an E75 and my name is Ohesh. Because he just paid me no regard. I say that, but also he did 0 damage. Never mind. I think it was just bad. Which do I prefer between them? IS-7, but I think that's just, oh man, I don't know if you can see just how crooked that is. That might just be because it's a classic, but I've been really enjoying the 277. But also, the 260 exists, which makes me not really care about the 277 because I'd rather just play the 260. But the IS-7 and 277 play differently. Thank you, sir. Okay, back to what everybody's here for because it's in the title. The KV-90. Now, you have to verify your age? Alright, well, sorry about that. Guess I can't. But hey, glad everybody got to come out. 132 of you at one time to see that E75 game. I'm very happy that there was something here that was good to watch. But now we're going back into the KV-90. Seeing what we can do with it. You gotta remember, can't you, unless they change this, and if you guys can let me know. Yeah, the reticle is way off. Which is what's throwing me through a loop too. But can't you buy your way to the machine, or is it still where you have to grind? Because if you remember how contracts used to work, you could skip your way to stage 7. But then stage 7 and 8, you had to play. And so you couldn't just buy your way to a tier 10, and that was the better way. Max Chaos finally admitted it. Why is it bugged in the first place? Doesn't it go through super testing? Something like this shouldn't be missed. Ghost shells can be missed, you know what I mean? But this is played by super testers. You have no gun elevation either. Sniper's up there, which is typical. But I just want to go here. We have 2 guys there, and so I don't have to worry about being shot in the butt, which is very nice. I actually have teammates in good spots on the map. And so for the first time, I might actually be able to depend on them. Maybe. There's a can opener. Holy cow, this thing is slow. Could a VPN make it so you can message me? Probably not. Because it's still your... It's still your Xbox being like, you're not friends though. And I don't think you can trick it that way. Okay, now there are 3 guys behind me. Versus 2. I might have to turn around, but we'll give a minute. I was not going to manually aim that, not with this bug reticle. Hanging in the back, huh? I don't think we have the speed to go over that. We'll play normal. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm here. I'm here. Oh, they have a Fosh as well. Hello. He's like, oh, there's a Fosh. Yes, there is. Oh, my team is dead. These guys down here did fine. I'm not upset with them. They did what they needed to. But my team is still dead. And they have tanks getting spotted for the first time. And I have no gun depression. Here, just shoot me in the side. Shoot me. Shoot me. I blocked 500 damage, guys. Why are the enemy tanks white? Because they changed it to that. I don't mind it, personally. White means your reticle isn't on them. Red means it is. Never seen this much damage from a Stern Pirate repeat in one shot. Probably not. If it's 1900, definitely no. But yeah, just send me the friend request.
Focus on this area.
It doesn't matter to me. He deserved it. It's a contender. GG. Tiefbrecher, really? He scored top? Even though we shot him at the start of the game? World War II feels just as bad as Cold War. Well, it's update day as well. That was insane, though. On that map, going that fast. Okay, there we go. Now we have some view range. Did they remove +1, -1? Yes, they did. So that's probably one of the reasons as well. This is so garbage. Oh, it was a year ago. That's... You're gonna have to re-upload it then. Good morning, Jim. Is the lighting setup changed with the patch? You see some, maybe you see some brown filter? I don't think so. Just the, I don't know. Well, we can take a look. We've got some update notes to go through. And we've got a lot of content for you guys this week because we've got a tank review on the KV-90, a tank review on the Cold War tank, some complaints I have about how bad this update is, and then, of course, the update itself. So we've got a lot of things to go through. Yeah, there's a lot to go through, actually. How do you play the IS-3? You just unlocked it? Do I have a video on it? It's kind of an in-your-face tank. Nice and low profile. Use your gun, which is actually quite snappy, to get shots off quickly and pull back into cover. Use your team a little bit when you're top tier. Use your armor a little bit, but mostly use your team still, because your armor's not that great. It's almost 1:30, and you're looking for Tundra. Is this tank any good? This tank is trash. I think this is the best if you want to be shot by premium rounds, maybe even more so than in the Type 5 or E100. Yeah. Waiting for my opinion. There's not going to be a strong opinion, though, unfortunately, because of the tank I'm playing. That shell traveled from the right side of my reticle, which is why it hit the building there and didn't hit the guy. That's really sad, and I'm not happy about that. We're not gonna go past these steps. As you can see, we're by ourselves. I need an angle more like this because of the steps. That way my drive wheel is hidden, my lower plate is hyper angled. He doesn't know how to cycle a reload. You can reverse side scrape in the IS-3? I think so. You just have to be aware that your engine neck is 20 millimeters, and so that's the problem with reverse side scraping in those things. Ultimate test. Can we get penned by a bot? He's got one more shot. Oh, we live. That was fun. That's the most impressive thing you're ever going to see from this tank. Okay, that's it. Done. That's the highlight. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe, because frankly, you're not getting anything more out of this. That's it. Done. Enjoy it. I can't shoot around this. Armor is non-existent. You got slapped by Arnie? Hi, Melon Killer. Wow, that was painful. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it. That's the best you're gonna see. Oh, great. What do you think it is, a grill? I can't turn fast enough to shoot him. Nice. That's it. I'm telling you. You're not getting anything more. Man, I wish you had HE load. You've done 1,500 damage this entire time, E100? Turn your hull. Then maybe he won't shoot you in the side. Angle. Or sit straight. That works too. Don't angle. That's silly. Give your side to the grill. And don't angle for the E4. Is this season bad? This season is trash. This is the worst season thus far. The amount of nothing they give you. The amount of crap you get for spending your money. The same amount of money that you spend for any of the other seasons. Is absurd. Why am I all the way over experience? I tapped one time and it sent me all the way over to experience. Weird. Oh, man. All right, we'll watch that video. Well, thanks, guys, for coming out.
Vehicle destroyed.
Yeah, and the grill doesn't have to aim. Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? He's coming up over a ridge, giving his underbelly to you. You see, by being stupid, you get rewarded by RNG. You got the Hawk 30. Why do they have the Hawk 30? And then that one just misses. I mean, you weren't aimed all the way, but still, you should have at least hit him. But the Hawk 30, so one of the things that grinds my gears the most about Wargaming, or another thing that grinds my gears, are the war chests. And I'll bring this up in my video. Are these war chests? Because right now, in the season pass, there's the Hawk 30. Okay? So you get the Hawk 30 for free. It's not even the ultimate season pass. The standard season pass, you can get the Hawk 30. Now, since the Hawk 30 is free and you're going to get it, you now... Now, when you buy war chests and you open up the Hawk 30, it wastes an ultimate prize. Because remember, every 40, you're guaranteed one ultimate prize. Now if you open up the Hawk 30, that's not a prize because you get it for free anyway. So it wastes that. So now you have to open up 80. One more game, guys, and I've got videos to make. Thank you everyone for coming out. I appreciate it. I really do. Ensk Encounter Battle. Is it every 40 war chest or every 40 per war chest type? Per war chest type. So when the season refreshes, so does your odds. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to open up Discord to see these things. What is my W and 8? I have no idea. I don't really care. That's a win rate that I care about, but I can take a look. $5,205. But my win rate, and here's the problem. My win rate recently, okay, it's 65%. Never mind. I thought it was lower than that. We're doing a lot better. I think that's because of +1, -1. Our career is 64.5%. But then it's been dropping recently. It's a little bit sad. I don't want it to drop. Wasn't that really cool, guys, that shot there? Now, I really have to side scrape around this corner to shoot this guy. Oh, that reticle sucks! Because I'm on the wrong side. Everything's pulling. Look at where my reticle is. It's 2 meters to the left. So I have to aim further to the left. To the right, I mean, to actually hit him. And this might not work. What? He bounced off? Color me impressed. Yeah, I can do that too. It says he pinned me in the... Look, the hole is right there, not in my cupola. That's so weird. He snaps me. I should have broadened the side. Does nothing. Oh, come on. One time. Can my armor work one time? 420 roll. Okay. Just give me the lowest roll imaginable. If this guy survives, I'm not gonna be happy. Come on, armor. Block 1 shot. Block 1 shot. Block 2. What do we want to finish the day off in? What kind of a good tank to make us happy? It's an okay tank. It's kind of a crappy tank. It doesn't do anything. Its gun is terrible. Its armor is trash. It's bugged. Alright, this is fun. This one is funny. Oh, guys, look at this. Oh, it has shells. Explode with a decentralized burst that can cause serious damage. It doesn't penetrate armor as well as heat ammo does, but thanks to the amount of damage it can do, especially against sloped armor, it doesn't have to. Hesh doesn't do any more damage than standard HE in this game. At all. It has the same exact mechanic. It just has more penetration. But why am I pulling this one out? Because this is hilarious for firing Hesh. Or HEP. It gets H-E-P. HEP. And we're going to see what we can do with it before I get off and rant. I mean, I've been ranting all day, but I'm going to really rant. The video is going to be dedicated to a rant. Have I played the object? Yeah, yes. And it was a YOLO fest because it's Cold War. It was I played twice, and I was like, no. What is this? This is the T114 Bat. It fires 3 shots off with high penetrating HE shells, which do a lot of damage. And then I'm getting off. The shell velocity is really slow though. Nothing. Okay, well. Something now. Why, it's everyone and their mother. Couldn't see them before, but good then. He's dead. That's too bad. I wanted to have some fun. Well, that shell did not want to hit. already... I know he's AFK, but this is what this guy's on. 600. Don't block me, please. I very much would like to win this game. Oh, I just hit reload. $600. Good night. I'm getting pinged like I've not done anything. Yeah, sure. Anyone around? Anyone at all? Alright, thanks guys for coming out. I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play this game, but I have to. But I'm going to make a rant video first instead. But yeah, no, KV-90. More like KV, what the heck. So, anyway, thanks for coming out. I'm not happy. World Tanks right now feels awful. I would not play. And frankly, skip the season. If you got something better, I don't know, write a book. You got 55 days you could kill. You know? I would just skip it. All right. Thanks, guys, for coming out. I'll see you all later. Bye.